A couple times a month, I'll take a train to a bigger city with a lot more going on than mine. Oh, okay.
You actually need to.
Oh. I've been thinking a lot about how a lot of big cities are known as these like sleepless cities or cities that never sleep. And I think it's really interesting to consider the term and to really think about it. And I googled it, trying to know where it came from. And of course, I saw that it's usually used in reference to New York City, perhaps the most sleepless city to exist. But essentially, it's just used for any city that has a lot going on, that has a lot of 24-hour services, so like the metro or the train or the subway, and little shops, night shops, and just a lot going on in general. Did you hear about that?
So recommended, I'm taking it seriously because I know you like it.
Because I like it? That's the rum? Big city vibes. And with the whole idea of sleep in New York City and the lack of sleep, it got me thinking about the book of My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which I think I definitely recommend. But I think you have to be in the right state of mind to read it because it is very, very, very depressing, which is the point, so that's good. But yeah, it's essentially about this woman that is deeply depressed and she is trying to sleep through a whole year forcefully, and she is in New York City, so it's kind of this juxtaposition of, you know, sleeping in a sleepless city with a lot going on, but you don't want to have any part in it. I think it's really interesting. But of course, other than New York, there's a lot of other big cities that are, you know, every day being considered as sleepless cities more and more, because there's, not to be that person, but there's this demand for it because of capitalism and, you know, longer hours, longer work days, more shopping, more hours to be a consumer, not to be that person, but it really does come down to that. And it got me thinking about where I want to be in the future and whether I want to be in one of these sleepless cities. And the short answer is no. I just don't think that would be good in the long term for me personally. Of course, it's different for each person. And it's not to say that I think Brussels is like that. I think Brussels in some way has this happy medium of, it has areas that are awake a lot of the time, but it also has these sleepy areas, usually residential areas, where there's a lot of stillness, there's a lot of calm. Maybe there's a little too much calm. But I think after a few days, I'm always ready to go back. I'm happy to go back. To my little sleepy city. where I know that when I go to sleep, the city goes to sleep too. Very cheesy, but I like to be in a sleepy city.